Hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at the upholstery on this nice Evo2. What we're going to do, we're going to replace the cover on this bolster. So I've been to Walker's, I've bought this replacement cover. It was very expensive, as things from Walker's usually are, made more expensive by getting a speeding ticket in this Evo on the way there. Right, so what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to take the seat out. So it's 4 Allen keys, so we'll push the seat back, get the 2 front ones out, push the seat forward again and get the 2 back ones out. Now, if there are any spacers underneath, keep them separate because there might be a couple of adjustment spacers. So I'm not sure until we get that off. So I've cleaned the bench, I've put a nice sheet on the bench. I'll get this seat out, we'll get it on the bench and see what we can do about this. The front of the cushion is secured with this plastic rail, which in turn is secured to the frame by these 2 pop rivets. So we'll have to drill those pop rivets out to get this end off here, I think. There are several bent over frame clips to secure this wire down the side. We've got that off. That's double-sided taped onto there. I'm going to have to remove the tilt mechanism, so I'll get digging and I'll report back when I've got a few of those clips off. At this point I've done what I should have done in the first place, taken the seat back off. Now it's quite straightforward. You need to take the adjustment knob off and these trims. Now these trims are quite delicate. Now in there, these 3 fitting holes, there's a little pin, a plastic pin, so you can push that out and through and it releases the clip. So as I have done in the past, pull these off and crack them because they're very delicate. Push that little pin through first and release the clip, and then you can get them off. So we've done that. There's a clip on there, a screw in there, so it's quite straightforward to get that off. So I should have done that in the first place. So I've taken the seat back off so I can proceed with the see if we can get this side bolster off. That's off. These clips here, I can pull that down the front there, take those over there like that, and then pull that off the frame. What's that stuck on there now? Double-sided tape. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can get that off there without damaging the foam too much. Right, that's double-sided tape, so we'll get that off. That's the frame. I'm going to get a little blade and I'll cut that. Oh, there are more spring clips there. More spring clips on the inside. Right, got it. Okay, so that's our baby. Right, so that's a bit crushed inside. So perhaps we can do something with that. I do have a bit of foam, a bit of old Italian net curtain. Let me see, I do have a bit of foam. I'll see if I can tickle something up in there and get a bit of bounce in that. If I remove the net curtain, it shows a hole. So what we need to do is stuff something in there. So I've got a bit of old foam here. I'll trim the edges, get the dirty bits off, and I'll stick that in there. So we'll put that in that end, stick it in there, that end. No, that's not too neat. But what I'll do is, I'll get me spray. I'll just let me get that off the net curtain there. I'll just get that off, and what I'll do is I'll give that a spray. Right, close that up and stick the net curtain back over it. God, that's weird, that. Right, stick the net curtain back over it like that. Excellent. So that, that's as good as new. What a hideous thing. So that, we've done what we can with that. So it should put a bit of bounce into it. Stick that over. So that should be a bit better. So we'll get the cover. Walkers, it don't cut any holes in that new cover, it seems. So I'll cut those out now, and then we'll reassemble it. Right, that's on. Now that was pretty grueling. I filled the foam up on the top. The foam's okay on top. I've cut the holes out. I've clipped the wire under the hooks in the seat frame, so I've got to bang those over. I've put some double-sided tape on there to hold that on. I'll put some double-sided tape on the back here, and I'll pull that down and pull these wrinkles out if I can. So I don't want you to watch me struggling, so I'll log off and see if I can get some of these wrinkles out. That's done. That's on. The seat's in place, the seat's secure, that front rail is secured. Underneath, that webbing's tight. That was a bit difficult to get on, but that's secure now. The rails are on the side, the back's on, the hinges, the adjustment hinges are tight, the knob's on the other side. So that's in place. It's a little bit amateur, there's some wrinkles there, but I'll keep manipulating it. It might ride up with wear, but it's solid under there. There's a bit of a peak there, which might be Walker's tailoring department. There were some dirty finger marks which I'd got on it, so I've just given it a little spray with Vanish and scrubbed it with my nail brush just here. Now it's actually come up quite well, so I'll do a little bit more on the other places where I've marked it. I'll just give it a try. Not just a very light spray. Alcantara is very delicate, so we'll give it a try with that. And then when that's done, I'll put it back in the car. When you're replacing the seat, slide the seat backwards on its sliders and fix the front of the rails first to the car. Don't tighten them up, but screw them in enough so that the heads can clear the sliders and you can slide the seat forward. So when you've got them in, slide the seat forward again and you can get to the back. Now here there's a thicker spacer goes on in that, on the right hand side there. An ordinary washer goes there, ordinary thick washer goes in that one there. So then you can put these in. There's a longer bolt goes in that side. So fix them in, then you can tighten them up. When you remove the seat, leave the spacers in place, and then there's no mistake when you come to put them back, you can remember where they go. Right, the seat's in, everything's tight, well secured. I'll give it a hoover when I've finished talking. The pad's on, that's tight. It's a bit of a compromise, there are a few wrinkles in there. I'll give it a massage and see if I can get the foam spread around inside a bit better. So the next thing we need to do is the back, and we can see if we can address getting a new back and getting that fitted. So until then, I'll shut the door on this little car, and I'll thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.